Hello everybody, Lieutenant here, and I'm bringing you something a little different from what I normally do. This is the first of a series that I'm hoping to do on an ongoing basis. It's, for all intents and purposes, a first impressions series, and I'll say right now, if anybody can think of a better name for this than the garbage that I came up with, please feel free to suggest something down in the comment section. I may actually use your suggestions, so go ahead and suggest something, because what I've got is... Welcome to episode 1 of WIBIT! What in the balls is this? For Black Mesa Source. Black Mesa Source is a game that has been in the making for the last 4 years. I believe it's actually been a bit longer than that, but the first and the last time that I heard anything about this game was back in 2008, when they released their trailer and had an expected release date of 2009. And then after that trailer, I don't remember hearing anything about this game until a couple of weeks ago, when somebody happened to show me the countdown timer to the release date, which was a shock for me, because all of a sudden, hey, this game that I've been looking forward to for years and actually kind of forgot about is going to be released for free. Sweet! Yes, the game is free. There is no price tag. It is up on Steam Greenlight. You can get it off their website in a download pack. They've got a bunch of different download options, file torrent, well, they've got a torrent, and then like FileServe, and a couple of other websites that you can download the installer from. Though it most likely be easiest to get it from Steam Greenlight. And let me tell you, this game was greenlit in like a day. So to say that people haven't been looking forward to it would be an understatement. All right, first things first. The options in the game, so the settings are actually really, they're sufficient. They're not stellar, like you can't change absolutely everything, but there's enough in here to customize the game to something that you would like. You can change your field of vision from 70 to 90, which is nice. It's got a few options that I suggest turning off, like sticky iron sight, and there was something else. Oh, auto-aim, yes, turn off auto-aim. Auto-aim sucks. Key bindings, you can change pretty much every key binding. Basic mouse and audio recustomization, and you've got the video settings. And if you're going to be changing any of these, the advanced settings, I highly I warn you, when you hit apply, most likely the game will crash to desktop, and you'll get Windows has stopped responding error. That's what I got when I hit apply. It's not because there's anything wrong with the settings that you chose for your computer. The game will still run. The first time you reload it, you might have a bit of a problem where all of your buttons, like the play options, etc., are a little out of place. Just close the game, restart it, and that fixed it for me. So that was a bit of a problem, but it doesn't actually cause any problems in the game, and the settings do save. So if you do crash desktop, don't worry, there's no problem, it will work. The intro sequence for this game it's pretty much the exact same as Half-Life 1, which is good. Everything in this game that I have experienced so far is exactly straight 100% from Half-Life 1. They haven't changed pretty much anything but the graphics and some new voice actors, because it's an indie production. It's essentially a third-party group that decided to do this, and I was actually very, very, very surprised that Valve didn't say, "Oh, what? You're doing this, what, with our game?" No, here's a cease and desist order. So I was quite impressed. I'm actually very impressed with Valve for encouraging them to do this. It probably doesn't hurt that it's a not-for-profit production, so they're not making any money off of this. The only thing that they're making money off of is donations, and donations for the soundtrack. You can download the soundtrack for free right off of their website, or you can donate. There's a link on the soundtrack download page that will allow you to donate, and I highly recommend doing it, even if it's only like $3 or $5 or $10, whatever, because for them to take the time to do this game and make this game is no small feat. Now, this is a problem that the game has, and it's more a problem with pretty much every Source game that I've seen that is not, say, Counter-Strike. The problem is long load screens, and I think it's done this way to try and minimize the black load screen with the loading on it. But the problem is, it really doesn't change anything. The game stops. Your immersion is broken, and you're waiting for a frozen screen to start working again. So I absolutely hate those load screens, but I do understand that they have to be in there. And it is minimal for how many of those load screen checkpoints you're going to run into. You're not going to run into 100 million of them throughout the game. And they're not in the most dickish of places. Most of the load screens that I've found so far are in places where you're safe, there's no enemies, you're not in the middle of a jump between platforms. You're just walking down a hallway and bam, there's your load screen. So I haven't found any that are in very inconvenient places, so it's more of a minor hit, not a huge deal. This train intro sequence is long, takes about, I'd say, 5 minutes from start to finish, and it was, in Half-Life 1, it was interesting. I kind of got bored, and I think I went and grabbed a drink or a sandwich or something, because just sitting here watching this was kind of bleh. But it is very interesting to mentally compare the what everything looks like here in Black Mesa Source to what everything in Half-Life 1 looked like, because it is just... It is mind-blowing, almost, how different it looks, but how similar it looks. Everything, it looks like it did, like I said, in Half-Life 1, they brought everything over directly, one-to-one. With Source graphics, they did not change, from what I've seen, anything. But that actually raises an issue with doing a first impressions video for a game that's been out for more than 10 years. How do you do it? Really, you can't. There's nothing new in this game, really, that I can talk about, and I can give an impression on, because this is supposed to be a first impressions video. There's nothing really that I can give a first impression on that everybody doesn't already know about. Aside from the fact that, oh wow, those are really nice graphics. That's a nice new face to this game. Essentially, this game is it's a recreation. Essentially. No, this game is a recreation of the original Half-Life in all its glory, with the upgraded 97 orange box release Source graphics. And that's great. That's absolutely brilliant. The fact that they took the time to put this game together with the better with the Source graphics, it means that we can go back and we can revisit this game and not have to worry about, oh my god, that group of pixels. It's making my head hurt because it's just so fuzzy and out of focus. It's actually something really nice to look at. And back in the day when Half-Life 1 was first released, it was something that was really nice to look at compared to some of the other things that had been released prior to that. It was a nice looking game at the time, and the graphics in it were absolutely stellar. They were pretty much top of the line at the time. And this, while not top of the line graphics, 1997 Source Source engine, excuse me, it looks graphically appealing. It is a nice looking recreation of Half-Life 1. That said, there are a few things that I've seen so far in the 3.5 hours or so that I played the game that I don't remember seeing in the original Half-Life. And for one, I don't remember seeing a head crab in the microwave near the locker room after the shit hits the fan. I don't remember coming out from the main the main entry room afterwards and finding a head crab zombie beating its head into a pane of glass repeatedly. I don't remember seeing the section in the same room with the scientist trapped in the room with a head crab that he drops a computer monitor onto to kill it, and then gets jumped on by another head crab. I don't remember any of those, but that might just be the fact that I haven't played the game in years upon years upon years. Hell, I barely got anywhere in the original Half-Life. I didn't play Half-Life 1 until they released their anniversary edition for 99 cents on Steam. That was the first time I played the original Half-Life. Aside from that, the only thing I had ever played that was remotely resembling Half-Life was Counter-Strike 1.6. And that was the first Counter-Strike I played. I didn't play anything earlier than that. I was kind of deprived as a child. No, I was actually very much into Unreal Tournament and Quake. Those were my two games of choice. The original Unreal Tournament and Quake. Though more Unreal Tournament than Quake. It's also the same reason why I didn't play EverQuest, I didn't play Ultima Online, I didn't play any of those original MMOs. I didn't even play World of Warcraft until a couple of years before the Burning Crusade was released. Hell, I think I played for 2 years and only got to about level 40 because I was playing off and on. I just couldn't bring myself to sit down and play the game seriously. I didn't get a character to max level until just before Wrath of the Lich King was released, just because I have what I consider MMO ADD. I jump from MMO to MMO to MMO, hoping for something new, something that's more interesting, something that's different, that will keep my attention for the entire span of the leveling process, and ultimately nothing captivates me more than halfway through. I did get a character to max level by the end of Wrath of the Lich King. I have a video on my other YouTube channel, my personal YouTube channel, of the guild that I was in taking down Arthas in ICC 25. Normal, not heroic, unfortunately. But we spent the better part of a month doing that, and finished it like 2 weeks before Cataclysm dropped. So it's not like my experience in World of Warcraft was
looks like you're running
anything top end. I wasn't part of a major raiding guild. No, we did some raids. They were big on the weekly raids, but that was about it. But I digress. Ultimately, there's not a lot I can say about this game. It looks great. It's Half-Life. It's good. You should get it if you like Half-Life. If you've played Half-Life 2 and Episode 1 or Half-Life 2 Episode 2, or you're looking forward to Half-Life Half-Life 3, I think? I'm not sure if it's going to be Half-Life Episode 3, like Half-Life 2 Episode 3, or if it's going to be Half-Life 3, because I really haven't been keeping up on it. There's just been so many other games that have caught my attention, or that I've been interested in, or that I've been following, or that I am following, or am playing. There's just been so much other stuff on the on my plate that I haven't paid attention really to it. I haven't heard anything about it mainstream-wise or from other video producers on YouTube or on Game Breaker or any of the circle of video game related sites that I frequent. I haven't really heard anything about the game since Half-Life 2 Episode 2. But if you've played and or are interested in any of these other games and you haven't played Half-Life 1, or even if you have played Half-Life 1 and you haven't played it for a while, or you like to go back and revisit old games that you haven't played for a little while, or that you just recently played for whatever reason, you know, you already know all the content like the back of your hand, you remember everything, but you're gonna play it again anyway. If you're somebody who meets any of those criteria, I highly recommend downloading this game. It's free. You don't have to pay a dime. As long as you have Steam, you can get this game. You don't even need Steam. Go to their website, download the installer, bam, there you go. You've got the game, install, play it. It is a really good game. The segment that I have played, the story is good, the gameplay is good, the combat is great. Hell, There's another thing I don't remember. I don't remember using flares to kill headcrab zombies. I remember using the followers. You get those security guards that follow you around. Oh, look, microwave. Haha. But you get those security guards with the guns that follow you around. I just used them to kill all the headcrab zombies while I kited them. So there are some things that are new to me that I don't remember, either because it's been so long or because I missed it the first time I played the game, either because of bad graphics or not paying attention, or you know, I just plain missed it. And that is exactly why you revisit old games, or at least that's why I revisit old games, because there's something that I missed, or something I don't remember, or maybe it was just a great game and I want to go back and play it again. Re-experiencing old content doesn't necessarily have to be a boring, I already know all this stuff so it's boring situation. Goodbye shield pack. Situation. It's, at least for me, I'm gonna forget stuff. And I don't like forgetting stuff because it means that clearly either I didn't pay enough attention to it, or I'm just forgetting stuff. And it's always one of those, oh god, I know that, it's right on the tip of my tongue, I know it, and I hate that feeling. That feeling is the worst. And that's why I revisit old things. I read books that I've read before, I play games that I've played before, I watch TV series or animes that I've watched before, because I want to revisit the content. Maybe I really enjoyed it, or maybe I don't remember something. And I want to keep it fresh in my mind for whatever reason. Why I would want to keep an anime fresh in my mind, you know, that's one of those things where you watch it once and, you know, you come back when you need some cheap laughs, or, well, that I guess that all depends on the series. I'm not a huge anime nerd. I used to be big into it, but lately I've watched a couple of series here and there just because they've kind of caught my interest. Lately it's all video games. So, yeah, I think I'm digressing again, but I'm going to be ending this, the commentary section of this video pretty quickly, because there's nothing that I can talk about this game outside of what I've mentioned. The graphics are great. The game, it's an old game brought into the modern age. It is good. It's worth playing. I highly recommend playing it. At the very least, check it out. I mean, what's it gonna cost you? It's a free game. It's gonna cost you a little bit of time to download it, but you know what? Set it to download while you're asleep, or while you're at work, or while you're at school. That way, when you come back, it'll be ready to install, and away you go. On a related note, the game is free. They've also got a soundtrack available for download on the blackmesasource.com website for free. So you can get the soundtrack for the game composed by Joel Nielsen specifically for Black Mesa for free. You don't have to pay anything. However, there is a donation option if you like the game. If you like the soundtrack for the game, I recommend donating. Support the artist. That's how you get guys like this to come back and do this sort of thing on a recurring basis. And when you've got somebody who makes good songs for good games, you want them to keep making good songs for more good games. That way, when it comes time to play them, you're just left with an all-around enjoyable experience. And if you know the guy's good at it, and you want him to keep coming back, then quite simply put, support him. And that's me done for the day. Thank you very much for watching. The video will continue to play, so if you guys want to continue watching the gameplay, see me fail a couple of times, and just get a good idea of how good a job they did recreating Half-Life 1, you can feel free to continue watching. There's about 45 minutes worth of footage that I cut down from half an hour. It's all in line, so no jumps or breaks, with the exception of the long load screens. So if you want to keep watching, feel free. If you don't, that's completely up to you. If you enjoyed what you saw in this video and want to see more in the future, hit the subscribe button up above. While you're at it, like and fave below, and head on over to my Facebook page. It's facebook.com/LathanderDre. Twitter as well. Follow me over there, @LathanderDre. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video up to this point. I hope you enjoy whatever you watch of the remainder of the video. As I said before, I recommend checking this game out. Give it a try, and enjoy. Lathander out.
Blazes is going on with our equipment?
It was never meant to do this in the first place. Oh.
It's nothing we can't handle ourselves, Eli. Run along, Gordon. We'll be but a moment. This could take a bit longer than I anticipated. By Becquerel's ghost! The radiation level is off the charts.
Oh, there you are. Everybody's been looking for you, hombre. Oh, here he is.
I'm afraid we'll be deviating a bit from standard analysis procedure today, Gordon.
Yes, but with good reason. This is a rare opportunity for us. This is the purest sample we've seen yet.
And potentially the most unstable.
No. As long as we follow standard insertion procedures, everything will be fine.
I don't know how you can say that. Although I will admit that the possibility of a resonance cascade scenario is extremely unlikely. I just don't
Gordon doesn't need to hear all this. He's a highly trained professional. We've assured the administrator that nothing will go wrong.
Yes, you're right. Gordon, we have complete confidence in you.
Well, go ahead. Let's let him in now.
Testing. Everything seems to be in order.
All right, Gordon. Your suit should keep you comfortable through all this. The specimen will be delivered to you in a few moments. Now, if you would be so good as to climb up and start the rotors, that way we can bring the anti-mass spectrometer to 80% and hold it there until the carrier arrives. Very good. We'll take it from here.
Power to stage 1 emitters in 3, 2, 1. I'm seeing predictable phase arrays. Stage 2 emitters activating now.
Gordon, we cannot predict how long the system can operate at this level. Nor how long it will take. Please, work as quickly as you can.
Overhead capacitors to 105%. It's probably not a problem. But I'm showing a small discrepancy in... Well, no. It's well within acceptable bounds. Sustaining sequence.
We've just been informed that the sample is ready. It should be coming up to you at any moment. Look to the delivery system for your specimen. Standard insert.
Shutting down.
Someone get him out of there.
Shut
Shut
down.
down.
It's not shutting down. Oh, no!
Listen, I tried to warn them.
I never thought I'd see a resonance cascade, let alone create one. By Schrodinger's cat, he's alive.
Gordon! Thank God for that hazard suit. All the phones are out. I can't reach anyone in the facility. We need to get to the surface and let someone know that we're stranded down here. There's no telling what kind of danger is. My God, what have we done?
Fascinating. Look at that.
We can't afford to waste time. You'll need me for the retinal scanner. I'm certain the rest of the science team will help you along the way. And for God's sake, keep that suit on until you're in the clear. You hear me? I'm glad to see you. What the hell are these things, man? And why are they wearing science team uniforms? Lead the way, sir. Man, how cool is this? That's job time's over. Hey, I got one! Get out of your way, Doc. Here, let me get out of your way. Jesus, this place is in bad shape. Aim for that head thing! My trophy. Shit is something out of a sci-fi movie. Did you see that shot? Okay, Doc. Grab what you gotta grab, but don't dawdle. Oh, shit! Aim for that head thing! my trophy. Are we getting any closer? Good God. Are we gonna go anytime soon? Hey, you be careful in there, Doc. Let's mobilize. Man, did you see that shot? Now time's over. Like that? I'm empty. Cover me. Okay, I'm gonna try to call for help. You gotta get to the admin office upstairs. There's got to be somebody there who can fix this. Come in, anybody. This is Sector C, anomalous materials. We have an emergency situation here. I repeat, we have an help! Aim for that head thing! Nice in my trophy. Here, let me get out of your way. Got another one. Like that? Huh? Excuse me. Okay, I'm gonna try to call for help. You gotta get to the admin office upstairs. There's gotta be somebody there. This is Sector C, anomalous materials. We have an emergency situation. I repeat, we have...
Vital signs critical.
You stay back!
Emergency. Reject dead imminent.
That's job time, folks. Hey, I got one. Okay. Try to call.
You stay back!